The Parliamentary Secretary. Sorry, the Assistant Treasurer.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I rise to acknowledge the important contribution of some inspiring individuals and organisations in the Lindsay electorate. In recent weeks, I've had the privilege of attending a number of charity fundraisers in my local community, including the annual ball of the Australian Women and Children's Foundation for Research, better known as OZWAC. OZWAC is a medical research foundation based in the Penrith region. It was established in 1998 to provide medical research into the health of women and children. OZWAC relies on the strong support of our local community, which was once again evident at this year's ball, where over $55,000 in local donations were raised. I congratulate all of the dedicated OZWAC directors and volunteers for their ongoing efforts, including the Chairperson Lee Hicks, Treasurer Michelle Berger, Vice Chair Professor Michael Peake, Scientific Committee Member Professor Ralph Nannon, Administration Officer Marie Absley, and the board members Dave O'Neill, Peter Dietz, Bruce Williams, Diane Cortman, Lois McGee, Associate Professor George Condis and Michelle Banning. I congratulate OZWAC on a very successful ball and for their ongoing contribution to medical research in our region. Last weekend I was pleased to attend the Music for Life annual gala ball. Established last year by Penrith residents Anne and Wayne Wilmington, Music for Life is an extension of the Cure for Life Foundation, an organisation established by the world-renowned neurosurgeon Dr. Charlie Teo to fight against brain cancer. At last year's inaugural ball, over $33,000 was raised, which helped fund an intern for 12 months for research into brain tumours. This year's ball was even bigger, and I'm sure that an even larger amount of money was raised on this occasion. Anne and Wayne Wilmington have brought the vision of Dr. Teo to the Western Sydney community, inspired by Anne's own fight with brain cancer. Having fought the terrible disease around 5 years ago, Anne recently had to undergo another operation and is currently undergoing radiotherapy treatment. Her determination and her strength has touched and inspired so many in our local community. I wish Anne all the very best for the remainder of her treatment, a speedy recovery and a return to good health. On another note, I wish to acknowledge two individuals who have contributed significantly to the cultural life of Western Sydney. Very few regions can boast their own symphony orchestra, but Penrith is one of those fortunate regions. Since its inception in 1988, the Penrith Symphony Orchestra has been driven by the vision and dedication of Jenny Bounds, OAM, and her husband, John Bounds, OAM. After 24 years of dedicated service, Jenny and John have this month retired from the orchestra and accepted an invitation to become life patrons. Jenny served as orchestra manager and president for 22 years and John as treasurer for 10. I thank Jenny and John for their outstanding contribution to our local community and wish them all the best in retirement.